I saw you when no one noticed the weight you were carrying. I was there. I saw the tears hidden in your pillow. The days when your body moved, but your soul no longer had the strength to go on. I saw you smile on the outside so no one would suspect the pain consuming you inside. Every thought of giving up, every sigh of exhaustion, every silence filled with fear reached my heart. None of it was lost in the void. Nothing you are experiencing is a coincidence. Everything has a purpose, even what you don't understand. The path that seemed to lead you away from the light is the same one that brought you to this moment. I am the one who brought you here, because this is the moment when heaven favors you. You think you're watching a simple video, but you're hearing my voice, and my voice is never lost. It always arrives at the exact moment, the instant the heart is ready to listen. How many times have you thought I forgot you? How many prayers have you made and believed I didn't hear? I heard every one of them. Even when silence seemed to be the answer, I was acting silently, removing what hurt you, preparing what you weren't yet ready to bear. I saw you trying to be strong when no one was watching, getting up each day even when you didn't want to, hiding your pain so your loved ones wouldn't worry. Today I tell you, you no longer have to fight alone. I come to meet you. What brought you here was not luck or chance, but my constant love. While many judged you by your appearance, I saw you as you truly are inside. Your flaws didn't drive me away. Your weakness doesn't shame me. I chose you from the womb, and I still have plans that pain has not undone. I know you feel tired, afraid of not being able to face tomorrow. But it is precisely at the limit where my grace blooms. When everything seems to fall apart, that's when I draw closer. Feel my presence now. Breathe. I am here. Nothing can stop what I have prepared for you. I touch your soul, easing your chest and erasing the traces of anguish that have tormented you for so long. No suffering is in vain when you surrender it to me. What hurts you today will be a testimony tomorrow. What makes you cry today will be a sign of my faithfulness tomorrow. Calm your heart. I know what you've been going through. I know the bills are pressing. The loneliness is suffocating, and the fear of failure torments you. But I also know what is about to happen. I am about to transform despair into provision, lack into abundance, tears into smiles. And it will all begin when you let me in completely. You don't need to understand the process. Just stay. Because while you doubt, I work. While you worry, I prepare. While you cry, I gather your tears like seeds. Nothing is lost. No delay is final. What seemed like the end was only the beginning of the path I designed to reveal who I am in your life. Today, I don't just want you to hear me. I want you to feel me. Close your eyes and let my peace flood you. I didn't come to blame you, but to lift you up. I didn't come to demand strength, but to give you rest. Every word I say is a step back toward hope. You are not here by chance. This is your encounter with me. Comment now. I trust in you, Lord. Let this affirmation be the key that opens the path to your miracle. It's no coincidence that you arrived here. No movement in your life has escaped my will. Every step, every detour, every tear that brought you to this moment was part of a plan that is now beginning to unfold. You thought you were just seeking comfort, but in reality, you were guided to the place where I could speak to you directly. You didn't arrive at this video by chance. You were brought by my hand. Because today is the day when the answer begins to manifest. I remember the times you screamed and nothing happened. The early mornings when sleep abandoned you and your heart beat fast with fear. I was there, listening in silence. You thought I was silent, but what seemed like a delay was preparation. I didn't ignore you. I was simply aligning heaven's timing with your faith. While you cried, I was writing. While despair wrapped around you, I created exits your eyes couldn't yet see. Now, the moment has come. Feel the shift in the air, the subtle tremble in your spirit. This is the sign that my presence has reached you. When the world forgets, I remain. When everyone walks away, I draw near. No heart opens without me noticing. No tear falls without me collecting it. You thought you were speaking into the void, but every word you uttered was kept before my throne, and each one has become a promise that is now beginning to bloom. I know your doubts. I know that sometimes you think everything is too big to change. But what is impossible for you is simple for me. I can reverse paths, heal wounds you can't even touch, restore what seemed beyond repair. That weight you've carried for years will begin to lift, little by little, like fog dissolving at sunrise. Because I am breathing life into what seemed dead, and when my presence arrives, nothing remains the same. Don't try to understand with reason what only the heart can recognize. What is happening now is spiritual. It's the meeting point between your pain and my purpose. I called you from within, even when you didn't know it was my voice. Everything that seemed like coincidence was part of my invitation. You were tired, and I prepared this moment to renew your strength. You no longer need to rush trying to fix everything. Just breathe and let me guide you. Understand that every apparent defeat brought you closer to true victory. When you lost what you loved, when you were abandoned, when no one believed in you anymore, I kept believing. I never left you for a single second. The falls that shamed you were the steps I used to draw you closer to me. Now is the time to understand that nothing was in vain. Every loss hid a new beginning. And this new beginning starts here. Now, between you and me, listen to what I say to your heart. I didn't bring you here just to comfort you, but to encourage you. I didn't come to remind you of the pain, but to show you that it's ending. Your spirit is being touched by a new peace, and this peace is a sign of what's coming. The doors that were closed will begin to open. The voices of fear will begin to quiet, and you will feel a different strength rising within you. My spirit moving in you. Nothing and no one can stop what I've already released. What began as a simple search will end as a testimony. This is the sign that heaven is responding to your faith. And when you realize everything has started to flow, remember this moment, because it was here that I reached you. Share this message with someone who needs to remember that God still speaks. And let my love reach other lives through you. Breathe slowly. Feel the air entering and leaving your chest. Every breath is a reminder that there is still life. And where there is life, there is hope. I am here with you right now. I am not distant or indifferent. I am in time, in space. Within you, every heartbeat is proof that my presence sustains you, even when you don't realize it. Everything that has brought you to this point is part of something much greater than your eyes can yet understand. But your spirit is beginning to feel it. I saw you every time you tried to stand while everything was falling apart. I saw you resist when you wanted to give up. I saw you silence your pain so others wouldn't worry. And I tell you, none of those tears were in vain. Each one was a seed planted in the soil of my purpose. Now the time of harvest is near. I am about to transform the pain that wounded you into strength, the tears into laughter, and the lack into abundance. Your life will not be remembered for the falls, but for the new beginnings I gave you. Do not fear what you've lost. Everything that is gone has simply made way for what is coming from above. What you judged as failure was, in fact, part of my plan for your growth. I allowed you to cross the desert so you could understand the value of the source. Now the source is before you. The waters that once were missing will begin to flow within your soul. It's time to breathe without guilt, to dream without fear, to walk without burden. I am restoring everything that time and tears have eroded. Feel my touch upon you. It is gentle, but real. I am healing what you no longer knew how to fix. I am undoing knot by knot, memory by memory, until your heart beats in peace again. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. Just let me transform you. You are not what happened to you. You are what I am forming in you. I am cleansing your mind, removing the thoughts that imprisoned you, erasing the voices that told you you weren't enough. Before me, you are loved, desired, chosen, and kept. Listen, this is not the end. It is the beginning, the start of a story written by my own hands. A story where every chapter of pain becomes a testimony of faithfulness. I didn't come just to comfort you. I came to lift you up, to teach you to walk again. This time in the right direction. Nothing you lost will be in vain. Every loss was preparation for the victory to come. And when the new arrives, you will understand that I was always here, silently shaping the details, caring for what you didn't even know needed attention. You thought you prayed alone, but every prayer was recorded in the book of life. You thought you spoke into the void, but the void was the space where I was creating something new. You thought you had been forgotten, but my gaze never wavered. Now is the time to recognize. This encounter is not a coincidence. It is a response. This message is not just words. It is a sign. I open the heavens over you and pour out an anointing of renewal, strength, and hope. Your faith will be like a burning flame that nothing can extinguish. Breathe again. Let the peace that comes from me wrap around your chest. I am pouring out a calm the world cannot understand, but your soul recognizes. This peace is the sign of a coming miracle. I am preparing your surroundings, rearranging situations, touching people, opening paths, because what I promised will be fulfilled. You will not see just fleeting relief, but complete transformation. Your tears will become memories, and your joy a testimony. And when the new dawn arrives, remember this moment, for it was here, in this encounter, that the promise began to bloom. Stand firm, because what I have begun, I myself will complete. Your part is to trust. Mine is to fulfill. Like this message. Subscribe to continue receiving my words and allow me to keep guiding your steps each day until you see with your own eyes what I have prepared for you. Now, be silent. Let this presence accompany you. Close your eyes and feel. What comes next is sacred. There is a revelation heaven has reserved especially for you, and it is this revelation that will descend upon your spirit. Keep peace. The love that created you still speaks before me, and what I am about to show you will change everything you thought you understood about life and love. There is a voice that has never remained silent before me, a voice that, even after crossing the boundary between earth and heaven, remains alive, burning, full of love. This voice speaks your name with tenderness and faith, just as it did when I taught you to pray in silence. As you continue your journey, there is someone who, even on the other side of eternity, still speaks of you here above, before my throne, and every word from this voice reaches me like a sweet fragrance, like a prayer that has never lost its power. She did not leave you. She simply returned to me. True love is never broken. It only changes form. what you called loss, I call return. The one who gave you life, who held you on fearful nights, who taught you to believe, now lives wrapped in the light of my presence. She is at peace, but she has not drifted away from you. In every breath of wind, in every memory that visits you, there is suddenly the echo of her love, which did not disappear, but bloomed eternally. Do you think longing means absence? But longing, in my eyes, is the bridge that connects time with eternity. She speaks to me of you with eyes full of light. She does not speak as one who misses you, but as one who trusts that the same God who received her is the God who still cares for you. And I listen to her. I hear every word, every intercession, every memory. The love that united you on this earth has not been lost. It has simply been lifted, now, in her fullness. She protects you from where she is, not with her body, but with her spirit, with an intensity you cannot measure. And when you feel sudden peace in the midst of pain, when a good memory comes to mind for no reason, it is heaven touching you through this voice that speaks to me without ceasing. She asked me to take care of you, and I promised to do so. And I fulfill every promise that comes from my mouth. Everything you lack, I provide. Everything that hurts, I heal. Because your name, the same one she once pronounced through tears and love, is now spoken before me in glory and adoration. She has not lost you, my child. She has gained the certainty that the one who is love itself watches over you. I know the human heart struggles to understand what the eyes cannot see, but I tell you, nothing true is ever lost. Bonds created in love endure. Death is not the end. It is only the beginning of eternity. She lives, and she lives in me. Her smile did not fade. It only shines brighter. And everything she dreamed for you, everything she prayed for, is still alive. Watered by my spirit to bloom in its time, she looks at you with joy, not sadness. She sees your path, your efforts, your steps. And when you feel tired, she intercedes with even greater fervor. Her intercession is a flame that never goes out. You are not alone, even if the house feels empty, because the love that once embraced you now surrounds you in the form of light. I show you this today so you know that heaven is not a distant place, but an extension of the love that formed you. All the goodness in her was kept in me. And now I return this love to you, multiplied, pure, without pain and without distance. Feel this sweet presence in your chest like an invisible embrace wrapping around you. It is the confirmation that nothing has ended, only changed dimension. You have not lost her. You have been blessed with a new way of being loved. From now on, when longing overwhelms you, do not cry as one who is lost, but give thanks as one who is still loved. Because the love born in the womb was sanctified in heaven and lives in perfect communion with me, she stands here beside me, a spirit of light and faith. And in this moment, together we bless you. I with power, she with love, I with eternity, she with tenderness. And this union is indestructible, because what is born of true love never dies. Share this message with someone who still misses her, and let my comfort reach those who also need peace. Now be still, close your eyes, and let this presence gently reveal itself. You will feel a soft warmth in your chest, a peace without cause. This is the sign. It is eternal love, proving that death cannot separate what I have united. And as your heart quiets, the heavens open. because the love that saw you born still speaks before me. And her voice joined with mine will continue guiding you until the reunion blossoms in the fullness of light. There is a place before my throne where prayers never cease. They rise like incense, gentle and constant, carrying the fragrance of faith from those who truly love. And among so many voices, one stands out. A sweet, strong, tearful voice. A voice that doesn't speak about you, but speaks for you. This voice is your mother's. From the day her human eyes closed, she never stopped looking at me with hope. She lives in me, and the love she feels for you still beats, crossing eternity like a river of light. She approaches me in silence, with the same care she once used to cover you with a blanket and whisper your name so you could sleep in peace. And when she speaks, all creation falls silent, because her words are born of pure love. She does not ask for riches or comfort. She asks me to protect you, to strengthen you, to restore the radiance that pain has tried to dim. She prays with tears, but also with faith. Each of her tears is a seed planted in the soil of heaven, and each seed blooms in the form of mercy for your life. There are moments when she kneels in spirit, and I see her touch the golden ground with her face bowed, saying, "Lord, do not let my son give up. Give him the courage to continue. Even when the world makes him doubt, show him that there is still hope. Even when everything seems to fall apart, I, who am Father, and also hear the cry of mothers, allow this plea to fill the room with grace. Her love is so intense that it merges with my own compassion. And together, she and I, we move heaven for you. You don't realize it. But often the relief that comes when you're on the verge of collapse is a response to her intercession. When an unexpected problem is resolved, when your heart calms without explanation, when sorrow turns into courage, it is the echo of that prayer. Because nothing born of love is ever lost. Her faith remains alive, and the words she once whispered to you on earth now resound before the throne. Take care of him. Lord still lives, crossing dimensions and rekindling your story with light. She speaks of you with reverence, with tears that shine like drops of crystal. And as she speaks, I wrap her in my spirit, giving her the assurance that everything is under her care. When she mentions your name, there is power. When she recalls the promises I made, the angels are moved. Her faith is a flame that fuels the fire of my providence. And because of this pure love, I chose to act. For when a heart loves with purity, all of heaven responds. And I want you to know, her prayers are not memories. They are gifts. They endure, forging paths, opening doors, protecting every step. She doesn't cry out with words alone, but with her presence. When you sleep and feel an inexplicable lightness, it is her comfort passing through you. When fear tries to overwhelm you and a sudden peace fills your chest, it is the reflection of her love released as protection. Her intercession never ceases. It renews each day before me. I hear her, and every request she makes is kept like a jewel in my treasures. She does not ask me to remove the trials, but to give you strength to overcome them. She does not ask me to erase her pain, but to teach her how to transform it into wisdom. And so, with each prayer, she shapes the destiny I have designed for her. The love she gives me is the same love I pour into your life. It is like an invisible thread connecting the hearts of those in glory with those still walking the earth. Now I reveal this to you. No word spoken before my throne goes unanswered. Every time your mother cries out, heaven is moved. Every time she remembers you, I send a wave of peace to your home. Her love and mine have fused into a single purpose: to restore you completely. Comment the number 777 now and declare with faith that heaven is working in your favor. Let this number be your spiritual response, the seal of the promise that has already begun to be fulfilled. You are not forgotten. Her prayers and my love formed an unbreakable covenant. I heard, the Father heard, and the heavens bowed. This is the moment when ancient prayers become new miracles. What was asked with tears, I now answer with joy, and what began as a cry will become a testimony of victory. Rest in peace. Heaven is working for you, and there's a mother kneeling in paradise who smiles, because she knows the answer has already been given. Her cry reached me, and all of heaven was stirred. The words spoken before my throne were not lost in the wind. They pierced the veil and became decree. What was asked with tears is now written in fire on the pages of eternity. Love spoke, and I responded. The time of silence has ended. This is the moment when promises leave the invisible and begin to bloom in the natural. What once seemed distant is drawing near. What seemed impossible has already begun to happen. Listen, my child. I heard her voice, and now hear mine. I, the Lord, declare that your life has entered a new era. The winds that once blew against you now blow in your favor. The walls that surrounded you are falling, and the doors that wouldn't open are beginning to move. What seemed forgotten has been remembered. What seemed lost has been found. Heaven has not remained indifferent to love. And because of this love, the impossible is being released. Do not fear the process that begins now. For every change that comes from me first brings a gentle stirring in the soul. It is a sign that something greater is being reorganized. While you waited for answers, I was aligning people, places, and opportunities for your new beginning. What she asked for was not just protection, but transformation. And that is what I am accomplishing. I will not only give you what you asked for, I will give you more. Because I am abundance and I am faithfulness. Your home will feel the reflection of my work. There will be peace where confusion once reigned. There will be understanding where discord once ruled. I bring harmony, reconciliation, and prosperity. Everything the enemy tried to use to humiliate you, I will use to honor you. The tears that fell to the ground as signs of loss are now becoming seeds of rebirth. And where there was once shame, there will be testimony. The scarcity that surrounded you is dissolving. I am not a God of crumbs. I am a God of a bountiful table. I was the one who sustained you in days of little, and now I will be the one who multiplies what you have. Do not fear if provision seems scarce, because the seed I now give you carries the power of an eternal harvest. Her faith joined with yours opened the path that was once blocked. The answer is already on its way and will arrive so unexpectedly that you will know it is heaven at work. Feel the weight lifting from your shoulders. It is the burden being relieved. I myself am lifting it. The air you breathe is beginning to change because a new spiritual atmosphere is forming around you. It is a time of peace, a time of rest, a time to see with your own eyes what has been declared from above. I am releasing blessings into your life, not only to supply what you lack, but to restore the joy that fear has stolen. You thought I had forgotten you, but everything that seemed silent was strategy. I hid you to preserve you, and now I reveal you to honor you. Many will see what I do with you and know that you were remembered in heaven. Her prayer was the flame that kept alive the promise I made to you. And for the sake of this faith, I decree, The time of waiting is over. The new cycle begins now. Lift your head, for heaven has already sent orders in your favor. Angels have been released and the paths are being prepared. You will not have to chase what is yours, for what is yours will come to you. What belongs to you has been preserved and will now be returned multiplied. Her faith, joined with yours, has opened a portal of blessings that nothing can close. Share this message so that other mothers may be remembered in heaven, and love may continue to move the heart of God on behalf of many. Now rest. The decree has been made known. The answer is in motion. The waters of heaven have begun to stir, and everything around you will be touched by this wave of favor. What you asked for with tears will be experienced with joy. And when doubt tries to visit you, remember what I say now. Love never fails. Faith is never in vain, and the promises I make never return empty. What began as prayer now becomes testimony. What was born in pain now blooms in fullness. Your victory is already written in heaven, and heaven is already celebrating with you. The heavens have opened before you. The decree spoken before the throne is being fulfilled in your life. What was once only a promise is now taking shape before your eyes. Grace descends silently but powerfully, like a gentle rain upon dry ground. I pour upon you incomparable favor, inexplicable relief, renewal that cannot be achieved by human effort. Everything that kept you from moving forward is dissolving. Because where my presence arrives, there is no resistance. Grace descends upon your home, upon your heart, upon every area that seemed asleep. I am breaking invisible chains, undoing old knots, releasing thoughts that imprisoned you in fear. Feel the different air around you, the lighter atmosphere, the weight lifting from your shoulders. It is heaven's touch arriving on earth. It is my spirit moving in the environment where you are now. I, the Lord, visit your inner being and restore what was broken. My voice penetrates your memories and transforms pain into wisdom, guilt into forgiveness, silence into living faith. Your soul will feel what your body cannot yet understand. That weight that has accompanied you for so long is beginning to dissipate. The emptiness that suffocates you is being filled with my presence. I am transforming your home into a refuge, your mind into a garden, your faith into fire. Every corner that was once dark now receives light. Every thought of defeat bows before my power. And where there was once fear of tomorrow, now rises the certainty that you do not walk alone. Heaven has begun to act, and nothing can stop what I have started. The doors that once denied you entry will open. The resources that were missing will come to you. No more blockages. No more delays. What once took years to begin will now align swiftly, because my hand is moving everything. I am raising people to help you, opening paths where there were none, pouring grace upon your name, and what was once a constant struggle will become a constant harvest. Grace does not descend to give you little. It comes to give you enough and more. I did not come just to relieve. I came to transform. I bring order where there was confusion. I cleanse what was dirty, heal what was wounded. Grace is my gift and also my power in action. It reaches what you cannot touch. It solves what you cannot understand. When you let me act, even the impossible yields to my will. Now, as you hear these words, something is already changing within you. Anguish gives way to peace, fear to trust, despair to hope. I touch your spirit and awaken the faith that was sleeping. I breathe life into what was dead. Feel the warmth rising in your chest. It is the fire of renewal. The same fire that burns the past without destroying your essence? The same fire that transforms pain into maturity and loss into purpose. Grace is movement, and you are in it now. I wrap you completely from head to toe. I fill your thoughts with light, your emotions with balance, your days with meaning. The time of running alone is over. Now is the moment to walk with me. What awaits us will not be the result of your strength, but of my favor. And all who doubted will see the difference between those who walk alone and those who walk under my care. You don't need to do anything more than believe. I will take care of the rest. What is being released today is not just relief. It is a complete reconstruction. I am rebuilding the foundations of your life, and I will make you a witness of my love. When you look back, you will see that everything was being prepared for this moment. Because when grace descends, nothing remains the same. It touches, heals, restores, and multiplies. Like this message and subscribe to continue receiving the promises I prepare for you. And walk with me under this grace that is now pouring over your life. Look around you. Even if nothing seems to have changed, the spiritual atmosphere is already different. What was blocked now flows. What was a struggle now becomes a learning experience. What seemed like a loss is now a new beginning. You feel the gentle breeze. It is a sign that the heavens remain open. The rain of my goodness will continue to fall upon you, and no wind can stop it. This is the beginning of the harvest season. What began as a cry now becomes a visible miracle. And what you lacked is already coming to you, because grace has descended, and where grace reaches, the impossible yields. The prosperity that comes from me is not born of effort, but of trust. It blooms when the heart stops fighting alone and learns to rest in my faithfulness. Your faith paved the way. And now abundance begins to flow like a river in flood season. Everything that was once barren begins to bear fruit. I am pouring into your life the balance the world could not give you. Prosperity is not just having. It is feeling peace while I provide. It is waking up knowing that nothing will be missing, because I myself will be your daily sustenance. You look around and see what is beginning to change. The atmosphere becomes lighter, worries fade, doors open without you forcing them. I am transforming your routine into a testimony. You will see signs of my provision manifesting in the small things. An opportunity that arises out of nowhere. A problem that resolves easily. An answer that arrives at the perfect moment. None of it will be coincidence. Everything will be providence. What was once a struggle will now be a harvest. What was once fear will now be security. I am rebuilding the foundations of your stability, and I will make your life flourish in every aspect. Your table will no longer be empty. Your days will no longer be measured by scarcity, but by gratitude. There will be bread on the table. Rest will dwell in your home, and hope will fill your heart. I am rewriting your story with the ink of abundance. What was taken from you will be returned multiplied. The time of lack has ended, and now begins the time of abundance. Your home will become a place of peace. Your voice will be an instrument of comfort, and your steps will bring blessings wherever you go. The prosperity I send is pure, weightless, and without guilt. It is the fruit of a heart aligned with heaven. I do not give so that you carry. I give so that you learn to share. Your joy will be a light to those around you. Your hands, which once trembled for tomorrow, will now open to bless. I give you not only resources, but purpose. Because true wealth is not about accumulation. It is about multiplying the love I have given you. Those who understand this will never live in despair again, because they have discovered the secret of true abundance. Trusting in me, Your soul is healing from the mindset of scarcity. I now free you from comparisons, insecurities, and the voices that told you you'd never have enough. I teach you to look at what you have and see my goodness in every detail. Nothing will be missing, and nothing will overpower you. Because when prosperity comes from me, it brings wisdom, serenity, and discernment. And what I give you today cannot be stolen, because it has been sealed by my spirit. You feel the air becoming lighter. It is a sign that my provision is entering your story. What was blocked begins to move. What was stagnant finds direction. You will experience a time of progress, balance, and harvest. And when you look at what you've achieved, you'll remember that nothing was coincidence. It was my love that prepared every detail. It was intercession that cleared the way. And it was your faith that kept the portal open. The abundance I now wrap you in is not just material. It is emotional, spiritual, and eternal. Divine prosperity is not haste. It is consistency. It does not come to deceive. It comes to strengthen. I will give you enough so that nothing is lacking, but also enough so that you can help those in need. Your generosity will be a reflection of my presence in you. And the more you open your heart, the more I will trust you. Because those who share love never grow poor. Everything you touch from now on will be blessed. What you do with honesty will prosper. The words you speak with faith will carry power. The peace you carry will be your greatest treasure. And when you realize that what you have is more than you imagined, you will understand that it was I who cared for every detail. Enjoy this video and keep this word in your heart so that the prosperity that comes from me continues to flow in your life each day. Stay in peace, because I am still working. The prosperity that began today will never end. It will renew every morning. And my favor will accompany you wherever you go. Walk with confidence, knowing that nothing will be missing and that at every step there will be a new sign of my care. What began as a promise is now reality. I give you more than you asked for because I love you more than you imagined. The abundance I pour over you has a purpose. It does not come just to fill your hands, but to expand your heart. Everything I give you has a purpose. To make you a channel, not a reservoir. What I give is not for you to store, but to inspire and transform you. True prosperity is the reflection of a heart that has learned to trust. I have given you enough to remind you who you are and from whom everything you have comes. Now I teach you the secret. What is sustained by love never runs out. I have not given you blessings so that you lose yourself in them, but so that you use them as a sign of my faithfulness. When I bless you, it is to show the world what happens to those who remain in me. You have been tested in scarcity and have learned the value of faith. Now you will learn the value of consistency. Abundance is as great a test as pain, for it demands gratitude, humility, and wisdom. Do not let comfort lull you. Let each new day be a reason to remember. It was my love that brought you here. Your hands have been blessed, and everything you do with sincerity will prosper. But I want you to use this prosperity with purpose. Help, welcome, forgive. Sow kindness generously, because the more you share what I give you, the more I will entrust to you. Heaven's flow is movement. When you keep it for yourself, the source closes. But when you share it, it multiplies. Abundance grows when the heart remains free from greed. And whoever understands this will never feel lack again. I chose you to be an example of what it means to live under my care. Your home will be a refuge for those who need peace. Your words will be comfort for those who have lost faith. The light in your eyes will testify that it is possible to live with fullness and humility at the same time. For I prosper you not to elevate you above others, but so that your testimony lifts them toward me. When they see what I do with you, many will remember that I still fulfill promises, still transform stories, and still bless those who trust. The abundance I give you is alive. It is not made of numbers, but of meaning. It is the ability to find purpose in every detail, to turn work into mission, and to see opportunity where there was once despair. I am restoring your joy. Joy will return to you in the mornings, and peace will accompany you until nightfall. The fear of tomorrow will fade, because you will know that tomorrow already belongs to me. The prosperity that comes from me is complete, because it brings rest. And whoever rests in me will never walk in anxiety again. Care for your soul as you care for your achievements. Do not let the world's shine dim the radiance of your spirit. You are more than what you possess. You are a temple, not a showcase. Everything I have given you is a sign of my presence, not a substitute. Use what you have with wisdom and compassion. If wealth draws you closer to me, it will be a blessing. If it distances you, it will be a burden. Choose to remain, and abundance will continue to grow. Without effort, without anxiety, without fear of loss. I raised you to show that prosperity is not a sin. It is a promise, but it is a promise with a purpose. And that purpose is love. Because love is the only currency that never loses value before eternity. When you use what you have to heal, comfort, and bring joy, you are multiplying heaven itself on earth. And the more you do it, the more I will sustain you. True abundance is knowing that nothing controls you, because everything you have is in my hands. Share this message so that others may learn to use blessing with purpose and let love be the true treasure of their lives. Now walk, my child. Live lightly. Use wisely what I have given you, and do not fear losing it, for I am the inexhaustible source. When your heart remains centered in me, you will never know emptiness. Your house will be full, your soul serene, and your days long. For whoever understands the purpose of abundance discovers the secret of true wealth. They lack nothing, for everything that exists. I sustain, my child. Listen closely. The same love that raised you is the one that now guides you. I do not speak to frighten you, but to protect you. Many are lost when abundance arrives, because they confuse the blessing with the reason for the blessing. I do not want that to happen to you. Gold shines, but it also blinds those who look at it without wisdom. That is why I invite you to keep your heart awake. Abundance is a gift, but also a test. And what sustains you is not what you possess, but what you believe. Remember where I brought you from. Remember the ground where you cried. The day you thought you couldn't go on. It was there, in the midst of despair, that your faith was born strong. Do not let prosperity erase that memory. Every achievement of yours was a miracle that came from my hands. Nothing you have is the result of your own effort. It is the fruit of my mercy. Do not be deceived by the appearance of stability, for even the wind changes when the heart drifts from my presence. I did not give you prosperity to keep you away, but to show you that I am God at all times. If you were faithful in little, be faithful in much. If you sought me in pain, seek me also in joy. It is easy to cry out in times of need, but it is in times of abundance that faithfulness is truly tested. Ingratitude is the silent thief of grace. When man forgets the one who sustained him, he loses his taste for life, even when surrounded by abundance. That is why I ask you, guard your faith with zeal, like one who protects the greatest treasure. Do not let pride replace humility. What I gave you was to glorify my name, not yours. If your heart becomes proud, you will lose the radiance of my presence. But if you remain humble, I will lift you even higher. Whoever remembers the giver never loses the gift. Whoever shares bread with love will never go hungry again. The blessing I gave you will only last as long as love remains at the center. Everything built outside of love eventually crumbles. The enemy will try to make you believe you no longer need me. He will whisper that you are self-sufficient, that your resources are enough. Do not listen to that voice. It always leads to loneliness. True power is not in having, but in recognizing where everything comes from. When you remember me, your heart remains pure. When you forget me, your heart grows sad. And a saddened heart cannot hear the voice of the Spirit. So when everything is going well, do not reduce the time you spend with me. Do not replace prayer with comfort, nor presence with haste. Even when life smiles at you, bend your knees and give thanks. Gratitude is the key that keeps doors open, while the grateful live in peace. The ungrateful are lost, trying to cling to what they fear losing. I want your joy to be constant, not fleeting. And the only way to live that way is by staying connected to me, because only I can renew what the world wears down. Prosperity without purpose is repulsive. It turns man into a prisoner of his possessions. But prosperity guided by me brings freedom, because it teaches the value of sharing. Do not fear losing what you have by helping someone. For every act of love is a seed of multiplication. You are not the owner of the blessing. You are its guardian. Use wisely what I have entrusted to you, and you will see that the more you give, the more you receive. Remember, love is the filter that keeps every achievement pure. Where love is lacking, success becomes empty. Where love is cultivated, even scarcity becomes a blessing. That is why I teach you. Your true wealth is your heart. It is there where I dwell. It is there where I speak. It is there where abundance blooms eternally. Share this message with someone who needs to believe again, and be an instrument to rekindle the faith the world has tried to extinguish. Now breathe and trust. I speak not as one who demands, but as one who loves. I have given you much because I trusted you, and I will continue to sustain you as long as your gaze remains fixed on me. Walk with humility and always remember, the secret to not losing what you've gained is never forgetting who gave it to you. The time of abundance is the time of faithfulness, and those who remain faithful in love will never be broken. My child, I want you to know one thing. Everything I do in your life is driven by love. Even when I correct you, it is out of love. Even when I am silent, it is out of love. I formed you with tenderness, and throughout every stage of your journey, my care has never abandoned you. Even when you thought I had left you, I was always there, holding your heart from within, holding the invisible thread that keeps you standing. Today I come to remind you, nothing, absolutely nothing, can separate you from my love. There were moments when I saw you doubting, tired, wondering if it was still worth believing. I watched you and said to myself, you are still mine. You still belong to me, even when you walked away. I did not take a single step back. I remained in the same place, waiting for your return, without haste, without condemnation. Because the love I feel for you is not human. It is eternal, unbreakable, made from the very essence of who I am. I love you not for what you do, but for who you are. And nothing that happens will ever change that. Remember how it all began? When the pain felt unbearable and you cried out for help, I was the voice that answered you. When you had no strength left, I was the one who held you. When fear tried to paralyze you, I was the one who pushed you forward. And even now, in moments of calm, I am the one who remains by your side, not out of need, but by choice. I chose you, and I do not revoke my decision. The love that sustains you today is the same love that saved you back then. Love is the language through which I speak to you. That is why I insist on teaching you to love. Because whoever learns to love as I love will never be lost. Love is the bridge between everything you've lived and everything that still awaits you. It heals the past, illuminates the present, and protects the future. When you love, you reflect my image. When you forgive, you touch my heart. When you share, you reveal my character. Your faith is precious. But love is the living proof of your communion with me. You do not need to fear what is to come. The love that brought you here will continue to guide you to the end. And when you feel tired, remember what I say to you now. I loved you into existence, and I will love you beyond time. Nothing can erase what has been sealed between us. Your falls do not drive me away. They awaken in me the desire to lift you once again. I do not cling to your guilt. I cling to your name. And every time I speak your name, I declare again, you are mine. You are loved. You are kept. I bless your days so that you may fully experience love.